Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. God is great always and always. So what everyone is talking about is the President Donald Trump, a Billy Big Bollocks, and the summit with Putin in Alaska on Friday. And President Donald Trump, to even my amazement, is still siding with Putin. And I really thought for a little bit that even Trump had gotten tired of Putin treating him like a hoe. I really did. I was like, maybe Trump is finally sick and tired of Putin treating him like a hoe. I was wrong. President Donald Trump on Friday said there will be some swapping of some land in order for there to be a Russia-Ukraine deal. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say what President Donald Trump, Billy Big Bollocks, Delbert the dumbass meant was the Ukraine's going to have to fucking surrender their land and it's going to become part of Russia. Let me read between the lines for you, for all those people out there that are MAGA believers, right? That's what that means. And I really, when President Donald Trump made the comment about, Putin being full of bullshit and all that stuff, I'm like, hey, maybe, just maybe President Donald Trump is sick and tired of being treated like a hoe. But apparently he's not. He is still Team Putin. And it really does amaze me. I am dumbfounded by it. How the president, and like I said again, I know it all comes back to Putin is everything President Donald Trump wants to be. That's the truth. We know that. Full stop, end of. And for him to come out and say some swapping of some land, what the fuck does that even mean? Is that some dumbass talk that I'm unfamiliar with? There'll have to be some swapping of some land, right? What the fuck does that even mean, right? Other than Ukraine's going to have to surrender to Russia. Because there is no deal. All of this, President Donald Trump's getting what he wants, the headlines. Putin's getting what he wants with the headlines, this big summit, blah, 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 on Friday in Russia, in Alaska, Putin, Trump, all that stuff, right? It's a reality TV show, right? Everybody's talking about it, and nothing will come of it. Because in order for there to be peace, Zelensky has to be there, right? So this whole thing is a carefully orchestrated reality TV show, which we know President Donald Trump is unequivocally the best at. There has never been a better reality TV star, producer, or director than President Donald Trump, Billy Big Bollocks. Full stop, end of. He is the greatest to ever live, and there ever will be. But he sits there and says, there's going to have to be some swapping of some land. It really amazes me. It's like all of MAGA, the Trump administration, and all those people are on their knees, which is perverse and repugnant, for Trump. But then Trump is on his knees for Putin, because that's who and what he aspires to be and who he wants to be. How in the actual fuck, when Russia attacked and invaded Ukraine, do you sit there and say there'll have to be some swapping of some land? Putin is the worst tyrant the world has ever seen since Mussolini, Stalin, Hitler, Pol Pot. That's where he's at. But President Donald Trump has the nerve and audacity to sit there and say some of the most repugnant shit I've ever heard in my life. And it's my fault that I actually thought that Trump was tired of getting treated like a hoe by Putin. My bad. I'm sorry. Clearly, that was not real. Right? Putin is pimping out Trump. And it, like I said, my bad. Clearly, I got that one wrong. Because if he was sick and tired of it, he wouldn't have come out and said, most likely there's going to have to be some swapping of land. What the fuck does that even mean? I'll tell you what it means. Ukraine's going to have to fucking surrender, and that ain't going to happen. Let me know what you think about this big upcoming summit between Putin and Trump. Love ya.